These sporting events of the 70s redefined sports forever. From miraculous catches to historic upsets, reliving these events will transport you back to an era of raw talent and unforgettable moments. Die-hard sports fans, you don't want to miss this trip down memory lane. The 1970s were a decade of spectacular sports moments, but few are as legendary as the Immaculate Reception. It was December 23, 1972, during an AFC divisional playoff game between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Oakland Raiders. The Steelers were trailing 7-6 with 22 seconds left on the clock. Quarterback Terry Bradshaw threw a desperate pass, which was deflected into the air, seemingly sealing the Steelers' fate. But then, out of nowhere, rookie running back Franco Harris scooped the ball inches above the ground and ran it into the end zone, scoring the game-winning touchdown. The play was shrouded in controversy, with debates raging about whether the ball had touched the ground or if it had bounced off Raider safety Jack Tatum. Despite the debates, the touchdown stood, and the Steelers went on to win the game 13-7. Fun fact, the Immaculate Reception was not broadcast live on TV. It wasn't until a replay aired that many fans witnessed one of the most famous plays in NFL history. Next up, we're talking about a milestone that shook the baseball world. Hank Aaron of the Atlanta Braves stepped up to the plate against the Los Angeles Dodgers. With 715 career home runs, he was just one swing away from breaking Babe Ruth's long-standing record of 714. Amidst a sea of tension and racial hostility, Aaron hit a fastball off pitcher Al Downing, sending it over the left field fence. As Aaron rounded the bases, the stadium erupted in cheers, and the weight of history was lifted. Aaron faced incredible pressure, not just from the challenge of breaking the record, but from the racist threats and hate mail he received throughout his pursuit. Yet, his resilience and talent triumphed, and he became an enduring symbol of perseverance and excellence. Fun fact, after hitting his 715th home run, two young fans famously ran onto the field and joined Aaron as he rounded second base. This unscripted moment became one of the most memorable images in sports history. Boxing fans, this one's for you. The Thrilla in Manila was the third and final epic showdown between Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier. On October 1st, 1975, in the sweltering heat of the Philippines, these two titans clashed in what many consider the greatest boxing match of all time. Ali and Frazier had each won one bout against the other, and this fight was the decider. The battle was brutal and relentless, with both fighters enduring tremendous punishment. Ali later described the fight as the closest thing to dying that he had ever experienced. After 14 grueling rounds, Frazier's trainer, Eddie Futch, stopped the fight, unable to watch his fighter take any more punishment. Ali emerged victorious, but the physical toll on both men was immense. Fun fact, the Thrilla in Manila was watched by an estimated 1 billion viewers worldwide, making it one of the most watched televised sports events at the time. For more fact-packed content, subscribe and join our community of knowledge seekers. We share the most interesting and surprising information from around the world. Stay curious and subscribe now. In 1973, the world witnessed one of the most extraordinary achievements in horse racing history. Secretariat, a chestnut colt with the heart of a champion, won the Triple Crown in breathtaking fashion. His victory at the Belmont Stakes, where he won by an astonishing 31 lengths, remains one of the most iconic moments in sports. Secretariat's incredible speed and stamina redefined what was possible in horse racing. His performance at Belmont Park set a record that still stands today, showcasing the sheer dominance of this equine superstar. Fun fact, Secretariat's heart was found to be almost twice the size of an average horse's heart, a possible explanation for his remarkable performance on the track. The New York Mets, often seen as the underdogs of the MLB, made history in the early 70s. The Miracle Mets story began in 1969 when they won their first World Series. But their saga didn't end there. By 1973, the Mets were back in the spotlight. Despite a mediocre regular season record, they made an incredible comeback to reach the World Series again. Facing the powerful Oakland Athletics, the Mets pushed the series to a dramatic Game 7. Although they fell short, losing the final game, their journey from underdogs to contenders captured the hearts of baseball fans everywhere. The Mets' resilience and spirit became a defining story of the decade. Fun fact: the Mets slogan in 1973 was "Ya Gotta Believe." This phrase, coined by relief pitcher Tug McGraw, became a rallying cry and is still associated with the team today. Baseball promotions can sometimes go awry, but none more spectacular than Cleveland's infamous 10-cent beer night. On June 4, 1974, the Cleveland Indians decided to boost attendance by offering beer for just 10 cents a cup. What could possibly go wrong? As it turned out, quite a lot. The promotion attracted a massive, rowdy crowd. As the night progressed, the combination of cheap beer and competitive tension led to chaos. Fans stormed the field, fights broke out, and the game had to be forfeited to the Texas Rangers due to uncontrollable disorder. It was a night that went down in infamy, showing that sometimes good intentions can lead to disastrous results. Fun fact: the Indians' promotion sold an estimated 60,000 cups of beer that night, and the event led to significant changes in how stadium promotions were handled thereafter. The NFL in the 70s was filled with controversial plays, and the Holy Roller is a standout. On September 10, 1978, the Oakland Raiders faced the San Diego Chargers. With just seconds left and trailing 20-14, Raiders quarterback Ken Stabler fumbled the ball forward. In a series of desperate attempts to recover it, Raiders players battled and kicked the ball further downfield until it was eventually recovered in the end zone by tight end Dave Casper for a touchdown. The play was immediately scrutinized for its legality, as it seemed like a deliberate attempt to advance the ball through unconventional means. Despite the uproar, the touchdown stood, leading to a Raiders victory. The Holy Roller play prompted the NFL to change its rules, forbidding such fumble advancements in the future. Fun fact: the Holy Roller was instrumental in the Raiders' 21-20 victory, and it remains one of the most debated and memorable plays in NFL history. The Pittsburgh Steelers emerged as a dominant force in the NFL during the 1970s, winning 4 Super Bowl titles in 6 years. Led by coach Chuck Noll and powered by the legendary Steel Curtain defense, the Steelers set a standard for excellence and became a symbol of the gritty, hard-nosed football of the era. The Steelers' success in the 70s not only brought glory to Pittsburgh, but also set the foundation for a dynasty. Their combination of strong defense and potent offense made them one of the most balanced and formidable teams in NFL history. Fun fact: the Steelers' 1970s dynasty was built through the NFL draft, with notable picks including Terry Bradshaw, Franco Harris, and Mean Joe Green, all of whom became Hall of Famers. Enjoying these unforgettable moments in sports? Click subscribe and never miss out on our latest videos. Our channel is your go-to source for incredible knowledge and fascinating discoveries. Stay ahead of the game by subscribing now. In 1979, the landscape of sports broadcasting changed forever with the launch of ESPN, the first 24-hour sports channel. ESPN revolutionized the way sports were consumed, offering round-the-clock coverage, analysis, and highlights. This development paved the way for the modern era of sports media. ESPN's introduction was a game-changer for sports fans, providing unprecedented access to live events and in-depth coverage. The network's innovative approach transformed sports into a constant, accessible part of everyday life. Fun fact: ESPN's first broadcast was a slow-pitch softball game, a humble beginning for what would become a sports media giant. The 1972 Miami Dolphins achieved a feat that remains unmatched in NFL history: a perfect season. Under the guidance of coach Don Shula, the Dolphins went 14-0 in the regular season and continued their dominance in the playoffs, culminating in a Super Bowl victory over the Washington Redskins. This flawless season set a benchmark for excellence in professional football. The Dolphins' success was built on a balanced team, featuring a powerful running game, a stout defense, and the steady leadership of quarterback Bob Greasy. Their no-name defense became legendary for its ability to stymie opposing offenses, while the running duo of Larry Zonka and Mercury Morris provided consistent offensive firepower. Fun fact: the 1972 Dolphins' perfect season was so remarkable that the surviving members of the team famously celebrate each year when the last undefeated NFL team suffers its first loss, maintaining their unique place in history. April 8, 1974, marked a historic moment in Major League Baseball when Hank Aaron of the Atlanta Braves broke Babe Ruth's long-standing home run record, hitting his 715th home run off Dodgers pitcher Al Downing. Aaron not only set a new benchmark, but also endured a barrage of racial hatred and threats leading up to the achievement. His resilience and grace under pressure made this milestone even more significant. Aaron's journey to surpass Ruth was fraught with challenges, reflecting the broader societal issues of the time. Despite the adversity, Aaron's professionalism and dedication shone through, earning him admiration and respect from fans and fellow players alike. Fun fact: after his record-breaking home run, Hank Aaron received a congratulatory telegram from President Richard Nixon, highlighting the national significance of his achievement. The Cincinnati Reds, known as the Big Red Machine, dominated Major League Baseball in the mid-1970s. Led by manager Sparky Anderson and featuring stars like Johnny Bench, Joe Morgan, Pete Rose, and Tony Perez, the Reds won back-to-back World Series titles in 1975 and 1976. Their combination of powerful hitting, solid pitching, and exceptional defense made them one of the greatest teams in baseball history. The 1975 World Series, in particular, is often cited as one of the best ever, with the Reds defeating the Boston Red Sox in a thrilling 7-game series. Carlton Fiska's dramatic home run in Game 6 is etched in baseball lore, but it was the Reds who ultimately triumphed, securing their place in history. Fun fact: the Big Red Machine's dominance was so pronounced that in 1976, they became the first team to go undefeated in the postseason since the playoff system was introduced. In 1977, the Portland Trail Blazers captured their first and only NBA championship in a Cinderella story that captivated basketball fans. Led by coach Jack Ramsey and star center Bill Walton, the Blazers defeated the heavily favored Philadelphia 76ers in a 6-game series. Walton's outstanding performance earned him the Finals MVP, solidifying his status as one of the premier players of his time. The Blazers' championship run was remarkable for its teamwork and resilience. Despite losing their first 2 games of the finals, they roared back to win 4 straight, showcasing their determination and unity. This victory brought immense joy to Portland, a city that had been longing for a major sports title. Fun fact: Bill Walton's performance in the 1977 Finals is often considered one of the best in NBA history, as he averaged 18.5 points, 19 rebounds, and 5.2 assists per game in the series. The Oakland Athletics achieved a remarkable three-peat, winning the World Series in 1972, 1973, and 1974. Managed by the eccentric and innovative Charlie Finley, the A's were known for their colorful uniforms and mustachioed players, including Reggie Jackson, Catfish Hunter, and Raleigh Fingers. Their combination of power hitting, solid pitching, and strong defense made them a formidable force in Major League Baseball. The A's dominance was characterized by clutch performances and a flair for the dramatic. Reggie Jackson, nicknamed Mr. October, delivered key hits, while the pitching staff, led by Hunter and Fingers, consistently shut down opposing offenses. This period of success firmly established the A's as one of the premier franchises of the era. Fun fact: during their three-peat, the Oakland A's were known for their mustache gang, as owner Charlie Finley offered players a $300 bonus to grow mustaches, adding to the team's colorful and rebellious image. The 1979 Daytona 500 is often credited with bringing NASCAR into the mainstream. The race, which featured a dramatic finish with a last lap crash and a fistfight between drivers Cal Yarborough and Donnie Allison, was broadcast live on national television. This event introduced millions of viewers to the excitement of NASCAR racing. The 1979 Daytona 500 showcased the thrill and unpredictability of stock car racing, capturing the imagination of a broader audience. The televised drama on and off the track helped NASCAR gain a significant following. Fun fact: the 1979 Daytona 500 was the first 500-mile race to be broadcast live in its entirety on national television. And there you have it, folks. Some of the most epic, controversial, and unforgettable sports moments from the 1970s. Whether you lived through these times or you're hearing about them for the first time, I hope you've enjoyed this nostalgic trip down memory lane. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss out on our latest content. Share your own favorite 70s sports moments in the comments below. This is Way Back USA, where we keep the memories alive. Until next time, stay passionate and keep the spirit of sports alive.